Hi guys! For today's video, I am going to demonstrate to you how I create this look, which I do pretty much for any special occasion. I did it for my cousin's wedding, I did it for Easter, when I know that we're going out to dinner for someone's birthday. I typically do this. Without any further ado, let's jump into it. So I am using the Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum as my primer and rubbing that into my skin real good. And then I'm going to use the Milk Blur Stick to fill in my fine lines and enlarged pores. For foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in Light Beige. And I find this to be very comparable to my MAC Pro Longwear foundation. So I will be using the Tarte Shape Tape, this is no surprise, and just getting right under my eyes. And with this Morphe sponge and Airspun translucent powder, I will be setting under my eyes, down my nose, on my chin, and my smile lines. And to set the rest of my face, I'll be using the Kat Von D powder brush with the powder. And for my eyebrows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown and clear brow gel. With the Anastasia Modern Reticence palette, I'm using this Morphe MB23 brush with the shade Raw Sienna as my transition shade, and I am just blending that up generously to the brow bone. And then with Realgar on a MAC 217 brush, I'm going to start defining the crease. And I like to start off by using smaller circular motions on the outer corner and then more windshield wiper as I get closer to the inner corner. And then I'm going to use a Luxie fluffy tapered blending brush, and it's clean, and I'm just going to use it to blend the two shades together. So with Love Letter, this cranberry shade, and a clean MAC 217, I'm going to start adding more depth to my crease and give that pop of color that makes me love this look so much. It looks so good with blue eyes, like mine. But you can use whatever color works best for you to complement your eye shade. And then I'm going to use this Morphe flat shader brush and the shade Buon Fresco and patting that all over my lid. And then I'm going to blend everything together some more. Surprise! And then with this MAC 227 brush, if I could talk, I'm just going to start filling in the outer corner for some more depth. And this is the Stila Magnificent Metal Liquid Eyeshadow in Diamond Dust. Look at how gorgeous that is. I'm going to be applying it with a Tarte eyeliner brush. It came with one of their clay liners. And I'm just going to start tracing above my natural crease. No one is going to get this perfect. I certainly don't, but it's really easy to clean up once the glitter dries. And try not to look up too much like I just did, because then the glitter will transfer. And now I'm just cleaning up that line and adding a little bit more. Alright, so to finish off the face, I'm going to buff that bake away, and then I'm using the Morphe Y10 Mini Contour Powder Brush and Max Matte Bronzer, and I'm going to contour and warm up my face. I'm sure you could use this brush for cream contour as well, but I'm just going to use this for powder. And now I'm going to use my Morphe sponge and my Airspun powder and cut under that contour to clean it up like I do. And then immediately buffing it away with that powder brush by Kat Von D. I'm using this Morphe R36 highlighter brush and the Ofra Cosmetics Everglow highlighter collabed with NikkieTutorials. And starting off on my cheekbone, I'm connecting it to my brow bone, blinding the world with this, and getting my nose and Cupid's bow. I'm using this Morphe fluffy brush with Milani Luminoso from my blush. And then we're gonna finish the eyes. So I am just going to use the same exact shades that I used for the top, and I'm applying it underneath, and you just want to layer and layer and layer until you get the desired depth and pigmentation that you want. It's better to do slow and steady than jumping right in and making a hot mess of yourself. And I'm going to use that same highlighter I use for my cheeks and getting the inner corner and my brow bone as well. And then I will be taking some eyeshadow and blending the two shades together for a seamless blend. And then I'm using this NYX Wonder Pencil in light. It is not white, it is more of a skin tone, so I'm using that to brighten up my waterline. And then for mascara, I will be using the Smashbox Full Exposure and doing that off camera as well as my lashes. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Naked. I really enjoy her lipsticks. I like the formula for them. Some people say it's drying, but I like to know that my lips are not going to go anywhere, so, or my lipstick I should say. And I will be setting my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter, just dousing my face until I can get it without my mascara running, and then fanning it in to dry. And that completes this look. I think it is a very bold look, but very easy to do, so that is why I like it so much. Alright guys, that completes this look. I really hope that you enjoyed it because I enjoyed making it for you. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comments. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time.